Like, I prefer Smug Puppy to this. This Smug Puppy's funny sometimes. Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back. I am Para, and today I thought we would do an episode of the Wheel of Misfortune. Bumble has just started wandering around and shouting. I don't know whether she's gonna settle down or if she's gonna come back through and continue shouting. So I just thought I would warn you. But go grab a drink. I have tea. Ow, that's hot. Go grab a drink. I have tea in my pumpkin mug. But yes, go grab a drink. Maybe get a snack. Consider liking the video. Consider subscribing. And I will see you on the other side. Okay, here we are. So for those of you that don't know, this is our wheel of fake channels. We will shuffle it, spin it, see who we get. If we've done it recently, I'll just respin it. And yeah, that's it. We'll watch approximately 20 minutes of their footage, comment, debunk, whatever really, whatever comes up. Yeah, let's just get shuffling. Ooh, no, why? Okay, scary comp. See, my reactions make it look like I'm so avoidant to cover ghost ship investigation. I'm really not, but anytime they come up, I'm like, oh my god, no, 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 please no. It's just because I don't want to deal with the TikTok bullshit. Like, it's fine, it's whatever. The parasocial wine mum group can, like, yell at me. I don't care. I just can't be arsed with it, to be honest. It's so cute. Okay, Scary Comp. I don't actually know whether I've looked at Scary Comp before. I don't think so. Okay, they're about 20 minutes-ish. 5 scary videos accidentally caught on camera by people. 8 scary videos you can't ignore. 10 scary videos of real ghost sightings caught on security cameras. People actually taking this shit seriously. Alright, stop it. Let's just go most recent. Okay, I normally check out the channel. I have not done that. At Scary Comp, we explore scary videos, ghost videos, and haunted moments that leave behind real suspense. We dive deep into horror behind every ghost sighting and haunted encounter to provide the context you need. Each terrifying clip features original analysis to examine the paranormal mystery, creepy detail, and disturbing evidence caught on camera. From eerie figures to unexplained movement, our scary videos and ghost videos focus on the most unsettling footage we can find. Interesting, but it doesn't. Some scary videos do not wait for the dark to feel dangerous. They turn ordinary places into something deeply wrong. From tall, supposedly wendigo. That doesn't make sense, but okay. From a tall, supposedly wendigo moving through the woods to a passenger transforming into something terrifying inside a taxi, these ghost videos capture eerie paranormal activity caught on camera that feels impossible to shrug off. Scary Comp present 5 chilling clips featuring alleged paranormal encounters ranging from mysterious doppelganger mirror reflections to unsettling movements in a retail store. The compilation explores reports of cryptic forest entities, strange car passengers, and inexplicable disturbances within a new home. Yippee! All good for Dustin. That's an AI voice. I was yawning, and I'm going to cut that out, but yes, AI voice. The British villain is how I would describe that. If I'm yawning more in this video, I just have food, I'm tired. We are recording this video.
The same man who has previously shared creepy incidents tied to his workplace, from unexplained noises to those deeply unsettling moments when he felt like he was not completely alone during the quietest hours, experiences something this time that feels far worse than anything before. On this particular day, he is at work, going about things like normal, when suddenly a scream erupts from the bar area. Sharp, unexpected, and impossible to ignore. It instantly rips his attention away from everything else. Have a look.
Instantaneous smoke for Foley. Torrance's car wandering slightly in the top end. 368.6, 328 miles an hour. A very nice run, only 6th and a half of where he.
Two theories. Either he's just doing this for the lulz, and his manager, if they're girls, please be careful. And the manager, if there's a manager, he might be the owner, who knows, doesn't know about this. Or business is dying, and they're like, how can I drum up business? Ah, yes, ghost stuff. People love ghost stuff. Suddenly our bar is haunted. It'll drum up some attention. Get our name out there. It's just a theory, I don't know. I'm not looking into Dustin Lee Fraser.
Qualified, so Steve Torrance advances to round 2. As did Rob Passy, who's with her own champion.
And for Rob Passy, after over 20.
That acting, I'm sorry, I can't. Forced. Say what he thinks a scared person looks like.
Years of trying, it's his very first round win behind the door of the top middle track.
Then get out and call the police. You've heard screaming and now banging like that. Surely your first thought wouldn't be, oh yeah, it's a ghost. It would be, oh my god, something's happening in this building. Leave, call the police, get them to go in and have a look. It's bollocks.
God damn it.
Open it. Oh, at least I thought I was. The person that's wearing a very similar t-shirt. It looks like a reflection. Because the stick thing and then the circle thing, it's a butterfly here, but stick thing could be maybe a circle thing with deteriorated footage. The thing, you know, the wording at the top. Nah, someone's just bored at work. Yeah, he does. Because it's your reflection. Not like a one-on-one reflection, but like video edited manipulation reflection. Because also this is a mirror, which we saw when he ran back across the bar. So this is a mirror. Yeah, so all he's done is record his reflection in the mirror, cut this mirror out, probably, and then overload the two footages. So he's over here doing whatever. Hello, baby. His pre-recorded or post-recorded, it doesn't matter, reflection is over here doing whatever. He's just bored at work. But we do have a Bumble who has come to see us. Hello, baby. Are you being all shouty? Are you shouting? No. Okay. Yeah, see? So his reflection can be in this mirror without him being in the camera. I really don't need to see it again. I get the point. And the reason he put the camera down is because it's easier to fake. Because you don't have to account for like camera wobbling.
It is when it moves. Because the reflection seems to move before Dustin actually does.
He's not even in line with this mirror for it to be his actual reflection, dude.
That tiny delay, or rather, that impossible reversal, is exactly what makes the clip feel so wrong. Some viewers believe this could be a doppelganger encounter, a phenomenon long tied to paranormal lore, where an entity mimics a person so perfectly that the only way to catch it is through the small things. Movement that comes too early, timing that should be impossible, behaviour that looks almost right but not quite human. And if that is really what this was, then this is easily one of the creepiest kinds of horror a person could experience. Because seeing something in the mirror is one thing, but realizing it moves before you do is something else entirely. But like always, you be the judge.
You can't say something like, oh, you be the judge, but only present the paranormal options. If you're going to say something like, oh, you be the judge, also bring up the fact that it could have been editing. Was this an editing trick? Or was this a doppelganger? Or was this paranormal phenomenon? You can't just only present the paranormal phenomenon side of it and then be like, you decide. Because you haven't presented all the options. I love this channel. This is great.
Long ago, Reddit user Whole Negotiation 1843 shared a deeply disturbing clip to the True Cryptozoology subreddit, and it did not take long for people to start talking about it. One look at the footage, and it is easy to understand why. The video appears to have been recorded years ago on an old camcorder, giving everything a rough,
Not necessarily, it could be a modern trail cam.
decayed, almost cursed quality from the very beginning.
Cursed quality, oh yeah, fuck off.
In broad daylight, the person behind the camera walks casually through the forest, scanning the trees, the brush, the empty silence around them, as if nothing is wrong. Until they suddenly come across something that feels deeply unnatural.
Oh, I see it. It's here. Okay, granted, I don't know what the fuck I would do in this situation if this was legitimate. But if you're just gonna stand there standing still, why drop the camera? I would... If I'm freezing, I'm freezing. I'm not like... Ooh. If I just fucking... That camera's my lifeline at that point. Even if it can do absolutely nothing to save me, I'm not stopping recording unless I'm dead. I'm holding that camera. Honestly, I don't know enough about cameras to really have an opinion on this one. My guess is that it would be like AI, but that also feels like a cop-out. But the whole camera stuff is not my forte. But just with like, it's not real because of how it melds. You know, it's like it's trying to generate something. It goes from like, that's as humanoid as it gets. And then it like folds down into whatever the fuck that is. And then it's like generating a bit more and a bit more. Like surely if this was a wendigo, it would be a solid thing and not morphing and doing whatever this is doing. This is like not solid half the time. It's like it just sort of printed itself and it was like generating. True cryptozoology. I found the post. People don't believe it. Kind of looks like a naked junkie in the woods, if I'm being honest. I know, one, the proportions are wrong, two, of how it melds. I will never get sick of people claiming they see a creature and then shake the camera like they have Parkinson's. Not to make light of Parkinson's, but same. People seem to think it's a naked dude. I mean, I will check out the original video as well. Why do wendigos apparently always walk like they just tired themselves out on the dance floor? It's just a moonshiner. Clearly you're not an Appalachian. You can tell by the out of control bush, sprays and nudity. and the posture of a man who's been living off coquettes, I don't know what that is, Mountain Dew, not the soda, cheap weed, Vienna sausages and Marlboro Reds for a week straight. The word known is doing a lot of work here. Wendigo is not a physical creature. If anything, the myth is about a spirit that takes hold of starving people to make them cannibalize each other. Exactly, the Wendigo isn't described as an animal or a creature, it's an entity, since they are humans that have been transformed into ghoul-like entity through supernatural means and have an insatiable appetite. In no story are Wendigo ever described as being natural, like the Sasquatch or Wa'ila. I'm sorry if I butchered that. They specifically refer to them as an entity, affliction, cannibal, ghoul, or a spirit. Cannibalism can cause neurological disorders. People didn't understand that way back in time and chalked it up to Wendigo. That is a very good point. Okay, basically, that's the whole of it. Yeah, it looks very similar to the one we just watched. I don't think there's any sound on this. I still don't think it's actually there because of how it's fading in and out of existence. Surely if it was an actual person, it wouldn't be... I mean, maybe it's just the bad quality making it do that, but... Yeah, but either it's an actual person and it's just the atrocious quality that's making it look like this, or it's not there and it's AI and it's like melding in and out of existence because the AI feature generation can't capture it because the fucking camera's shaking and it's being put up and down all the time, so it's struggling. Also, the trees don't help. Yeah, okay, we have seen that.
As the camera zooms in, a towering, unnervingly thin figure can be seen standing in the distance. And then it starts moving closer. There is something horribly wrong with the way it carries itself. Its posture looks twisted, uneven, almost inhuman, in a way that is difficult to explain, but impossible to ignore.
Which is why I think it's AI.
The longer it stays on screen, the worse the moment becomes. It does not move the way a normal person should move. And in a place like that, deep in the woods, old footage, no voices, no safety. Its presence feels genuinely sinister. For viewers familiar with paranormal legends and cryptid stories, the image immediately brings one creature to mind: the Wendigo, a being often described.
Not really, because the Wendigo was also region-locked because it was a specific tribe's folklore. I don't remember which one, but we also don't know where we are. So how are we even, if we are going into native culture, how are we even supposed to narrow down what sort of entity it could be if we don't know where we are?
As tall, skeletal, and bound to remote forests where something ancient and hungry still lingers in the dark. Of course, there is a more grounded explanation. It could simply be a person, someone behaving strangely, made far more horrifying by the distance, the camera quality, and the setting itself. But honestly,
if it was a Wendigo, that person would not have gotten out alive. They wouldn't have been able to post the fucking thing in the first place. With that distance, they're not getting away, let's be realistic. I'm struggling to believe that it's actually a person. Just because of the proportions and how it's moving. Again, it could be the really, really, really bad camera footage, but I don't think so.
Whether this was some terrifying cryptid caught on camera, or just a human figure acting in a way no one should ever have to witness alone in the forest, the result is exactly the same. It is the kind of encounter that would shake anyone to the core. Because when something tall, unnatural, and wrong starts moving toward you deep in the woods, you do not get the comfort of knowing what it is before the fear takes over. Late one night, after finishing his shift, a taxi driver was heading home along a dark and nearly empty road, expecting nothing more than a quiet
And somebody manifests right here, scares the shit out of him, and then leaves. Or dematerializes or whatever.
drive back. Then, out of nowhere, he spots a woman standing ahead, waving for him to stop. Thinking she is just a normal passenger stranded late at night, he pulls over and lets her in. At first,
Oh, I've heard this story so many times. You pick up a hitchhiker or somebody late at night, it's normally a lady, and then she either kills you, or she vanishes, or she scares you and then she vanishes. It's always a remote road as well. Get a new story, dude, please.
everything seems ordinary enough, but only for a moment. Because almost immediately, the situation begins to turn into something deeply unsettling.
We just... Did I lose audio? Did we lose audio? Did the video lose audio?
Impossible.
No, okay, the video just lost audio. It was around here. I'm guessing it got copyright claimed and he just muted sound in this whole segment of video. Yeah, there we go, the sound's come back.
Without warning,
This is just two friends dicking about.
her face starts to change, and the way she moves becomes unnatural, jerky, wrong, in a way that is impossible to ignore. Then comes the most horrifying part. She opens her mouth.
The fact that he hasn't once checked his rear mirror and seen any of this. If you had, if you're a taxi driver, I mean, maybe I've just had really attentive taxi drivers, but Bumble, you okay? But they're always looking in the mirror, they're always checking on you, they're always like making sure that you're alright, you're not doing anything weird in their car. And the fact that he hasn't looked at her once.
In a grotesque, inhuman way, as if she is no longer a normal woman at all. The driver...
No, she's just pulling weird facial expressions. Like, if you can, like, cross your eyes that way, good on you, that's a skill. But, yeah, some people can just do weird things with their eyes and their face. And I think it's just two friends sticking around.
notices it just in time, and in that instant, you can imagine the panic that must have hit him, trapped inside a car, with something he cannot understand. Many viewers in the comments were convinced she was not ordinary, and believed she may have been possessed.
I think some of this eye thing might be editing, just because of like how it moves, like how they go from like inverted in color to, you know, that wide. And yeah, I think some of it's editing.
But what do you think? Was this a terrifying possession caught on camera, or something even harder to explain? On March 26th.
So again, you're just not gonna pose anything even a little bit realistic. Okay. Oh, you decide, but I'm only gonna present the absolute batshit options.
6th, 2026. A woman named Alicia was excited when her brother told her he had finally moved into his new house in Texas. It should have been a normal, happy update, the kind of moment that marks a fresh start, a new chapter, a peaceful beginning. But that feeling does not last. The moment he sits down and starts filming inside the house, something deeply unsettling begins happening almost immediately. And from that point on, what should have been his first quiet day in the home starts to feel like the beginning of a real paranormal nightmare. Watch closely.
I'm sorry, but what better time to start making paranormal content than when you've just moved into a new place? My brother is in Texas and has moved into his new place, and I'm pretty sure this is a poltergeist. I can't believe this. It was pushing the dresser, and you can see it, stepping on the mattress and pulling it towards my brother, who is sitting on the floor. That's a relatively small dresser. String. You can't even see the floor, so it could just be actual string. Could be rope. I'm not sure how strong fishing wire is. I've actually ordered some for a project that I haven't announced properly yet. But even like doubling it up or whatever, you could probably pull that across the floor. So yeah, nothing so far. I thought that was falling, then I was like, yeah, no. The fact that it's moved in 2 instances, like 1 pull, 2 pull.
It's fucking crazy.
As if he's not spinning. He's doing all of this. He is sat in the corner and all this stuff is moving around him. He is doing all of this himself.
Without warning, a dresser suddenly slides.
Also, that is the really lightweight metal pole fabric drawer dressers. I have one. Let me show you. Not quite that size, but not far off it. One of these, which is stuck on the weight. And look how easy this thing is to move. I'm barely even touching it. It's easier to push over than it is to actually push across the floor. That, yeah, piece of piss to move. And also it moves towards him. And then that mattress, I'm sorry, but literally anything is a piece of piss to move on a hardwood floor. Especially plastic. That mattress is covered in plastic and it just rotates. It just spins. That is so easy to do by yourself on a hardwood floor. Especially considering it goes that way. So he's just grabbed it and pulled it towards him. So spooky. Poltergeist.
Straight toward him. Not a small shift, not a wobble. It moves, as if something unseen is forcing it across the room. Then the mattress sinks under pressure, like someone or something has just stepped.
No, if something or someone had just stepped on it, it would have like properly indented. It would have properly compressed. That was the plastic shifting because he'd grabbed hold of it.
Onto it. And somehow, it only gets worse. The dresser shifts again, turning, creeping, coming even closer, in a way that feels far too deliberate to be accidental. Alicia cannot
Oh yeah, it's far too deliberate to be accidental because he's doing it! He's doing it!
believe what she is seeing, so she video calls him live, asking him to show her everything in real time. But what
Oh, because it's impossible to fake anything on a video call.
happens next only makes the situation feel even more disturbing.
Face the dresser.
My brother got my niece out of the house. She's on the phone while he's there. And this is the recording. I can't believe this is happening to him. He even had scratches on his back. Of course he did. Of course he did.
Dad, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
No. Shh. I wanted to do this.
Oh my gosh.
And maybe make it go in a direction that isn't right in your lap. God, people are so thick.
It just hit me. It hit me.
Tell it, be like, you just hit me, don't do that.
No. The Bible's right there. That wasn't very nice.
Oh, how easily he just picked that back up, like one-handed it back up.
I'm pretty sure you don't care about my stuff. I'm sitting up now. I'm not sitting back down. You're not gonna hurt me. It's not gonna hurt me. You can move it all you want to. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you.
Don't say that now.
Again, towards him. Get another trick, my guy.
I'm not scared of you.
Don't say that now.
I'm not scared of you. Hey, stay back there where you at, wherever you are. Don't touch me. I don't want this by me.
This is what he chose to do with his time. I mean, I've moved house with kids, I've moved house without kids. I could not imagine wasting ample time faking ghost content. Moving is exhausting. I want to get in, get shit set up as much as possible. I want access to the kitchen. I want access to the bathroom. I want those two spaces to be semi-functional. Even if I'm grabbing saucepans out of boxes, that's fine. As long as I can make a meal or even have the money to get takeaway, cool. Just give me a plate and a fork. And then mattress on the floor is absolutely fine. But I want my bed made, I want access to the kitchen, I want access to the bathroom. Everything else, don't give a shit. Maybe the TV and the Xbox set up on the floor. Cool. I'm not wasting time and energy doing this bollocks. Really? This is what we're upset about. He wants to bet that's a moving accident. Like something happened, he got a bit of a bruise. Because it's not even a fucking scratch mark, it's a bruise. It looks like he got backed up into like a wall or a banister or something, or a box. And that's a fucking bruise. But sure.
As the activity escalates, the objects inside the house become noticeably more violent. The dresser slams into him, then crashes over with enough force to make the whole moment feel genuinely dangerous. Later that night,
Yeah, maybe if it weighed more than about 2 pounds.
he says he feels a burning sensation on his body and discovers what look like 3 red scratch marks.
1, 2, maybe 3 if we're being generous. But that looks like a bruise.
On his body and discovers what look like 3 red scratch marks, injuries that may have come from the dresser or from something else inside that house. Because he had only just moved in, there was not much he could do except leave and return the following day to
Much he could do but leave. He could finish setting up his home, he could not fake ghost content for the lols, he could... Is this really moving in? This looks more like moving out. There's nothing in here. There's a fan just like on the floor. There's a what looks like a new mattress or like a bagged up mattress for protection. And there's an empty dresser. This looks more like the night before he moved out. Where are all the boxes? Why is it a mess? If you're moving into somewhere, why is it messy? No, I don't mean like, why is there boxes everywhere? Or like, why is it cluttered? I mean, like, what's all this shit on the floor over here? And like, what's that? All this sort of stuff. Like, why is it messy? You haven't been in there long enough to make it a mess. If you've just moved in. I mean, unless it was previous tenants, but that's a whole other conversation.
clean up the destruction. But while
The destruction, it rotated a fucking mattress and knocked a dresser over that you picked up with one hand because it weighs nothing.
dealing with the mess, he leaves his phone recording. And this time, it captures something far more terrifying than moving furniture.
Oh, naturally. So the next day, my brother went back to the apartment to clean up because whatever it was has destroyed my brother's house. He recorded in case something happened, and as you can hear on the recorded, the demon or poltergeist is trying to say something. I can't believe this is happening with actual proof. Sure. Why are they never good? Why are these things never believable or good? Or I think the closest one I came to believing was Lainey and Ben. it wasn't necessarily that I believed it, it's that I didn't have debunking muscles at that point, so I couldn't figure out how they'd done it. So then I sort of started straying into believing it because I just couldn't work it out. And then, you know, weirdo. But this isn't so bad, it's good. This is just bad. Like, fuck's sake, why am I watching this kind of bad? Like, I prefer Smug Puppy to this. At least Smug Puppy's funny sometimes.
The movement suddenly stops. And then, a harsh, guttural voice can be heard in the room. Low, unnatural, almost like something is chanting under its breath. And what makes it even creepier is that he does not seem to react at all, as though he never heard it in the moment. But the camera
Because it was overlaid.
Picks it up clearly, and once you hear it, it becomes very hard to explain away.
Oh no, we heard that the whole time. But what movement? Unless you're on about his movement, like him walking around, what movement? Okay. That was playing basically the entire time. I don't need a close-up of him bending over and walking up this hallway 3 times.
In most haunting cases, the unseen presence stays silent. Doors move, objects shift, shadows appear, but they usually do not speak. And that is exactly why so many viewers are asking a far darker question. Was this really a ghost?
No, it was really nothing. It was sad people just trying to get attention. It's pathetic.
Or something far more sinister, especially after the scratch marks left on his body. Alicia is now deeply worried for her brother and does not want him staying in that new house, even though he only just moved in. But as always, I'll leave that part up to you. Most people would probably...
Whoa, there's like no time between these clips. Yeah, either Alicia is in on it or she's as dumb as 2 sticks and she's being pranked by her brother. But anyway, apparently we're moving on to the next clip.
Probably assume a retail store is one of the last places you would ever expect to experience something paranormal. Bright lights, open aisles, security cameras everywhere. It feels like the kind of place that should be completely safe from anything eerie. But this creepy video, posted to TikTok by user rtech18, seems to tell a very different story. As the uploader walks through the store, filming aisle after aisle, there is already something
It's great. It would be a great place for paranormal activity. It's the whole liminal space thing that makes the back room so terrifying. Like legitimate paranormal activity, no, probably not, but a great place to fake something.
uneasy in the way he moves, like he can feel that something is wrong, even before he knows what it is. At first, you cannot quite tell what has him so unsettled, and then this happens.
Desde hace rato se andan escuchando ruidos de este lado. Nada más que no había querido venir a asomarme porque es que en este maldito pasillo es donde se asomó la cochinada esa, ahí en ese lado de allá. Ahí es donde se asomó.
So this is a very low effort channel. It's an AI voice, it's random clips. I mean, they're all random clips, but you know what I mean. Outsourced clips, AI voice, very lazy scripting, very forced framed scripting. The editing's not that good. It's either overplayed in moments it doesn't need to be, or the fucking jump cuts are intense. Like there's no padding between clips. It is a very bad top 5 type channel. Yeah, channels like this are lazy. Like at least with Newt and Slaptam, I don't know about any of the others. They are, you know, using their faces, their voices. Some of the time they actually present other options, not all the time. But there's actual time and effort that goes into that. I mean, arguably there's effort that goes into every piece of content, whether it's AI or not, but you know, you still have to like upload it and do the SEO and all that shit. But this is just on the comparison of the like top 5 type channels. This is very, very lazy.
Y la verdad me da mucho miedo estar viniendo a asomarme para acá. ¿Qué es eso? Se está moviendo el carro. Soy yo, se está moviendo esa mierda. No mames, se está moviendo. ¿Qué mierda pasa aquí? ¿Qué mierda está pasando? Se está moviendo esa porquería.
Are we going to get to the point?
No te muevas, no te muevas.
Sometimes, yeah.
No.
Peeking out from behind the stacked toilet paper rolls appears to be a disturbing face, barely visible,
I can't see it on either screen. Nah.
but clear enough to feel wrong.
I can kind of see a shadow. Is that what they're talking about?
Like something is hiding there, watching him from the shelf. And somehow, that is not even the only strange detail. Nearby, a shopping cart seems to shift on its own, moving slowly, without anyone touching it. And at that point, the whole store stops feeling normal. It starts feeling less like a place of business, and more like the setting of a real horror encounter, caught on camera.
Oh, because making a shopping trolley move backwards is so hard to fake.
Still filming, the uploader keeps moving deeper inside. And what happens next only makes the mystery worse.
¿Qué hago, banda? Si me siguen pasando estas cosas, ¿qué hago? Ya no sé si reírme de nervios, reírme por no llorar, ya no sé ni qué hacer. ¿Tú cómo vamos? Sácate la...
Someone's in there with him. There was somebody, I guess that shadow thing was a person hiding behind the toilet roll. Again, fishing wire, string, whatever, pulling the shopping cart very, very slowly, like they could have wrapped it. If they'd wrapped it around this thing and then it's gone over this way, it would make it go in this direction. And then somebody just rolled a fucking ball down the hallway, aisle, whatever.
De nervios, reírme por no llorar, ya no sé ni qué hacer. ¿Tú cómo vamos? Sácate la verga.
Then, out of nowhere, a ball suddenly starts rolling across the floor by itself. With no visible...
No visible because there's all this shit here. Somebody could very easily be crouched down or like laying on the floor or whatever and just gone boop, and the ball's just rolled across the floor. It's not visible because of all this obstruction. Try again.
reason at all. In paranormal cases, small, unexplained movements like this are often associated with poltergeist activity, subtle disturbances meant to unsettle whoever is nearby. Of course, there is always the possibility that the whole thing was staged. The face could have been someone hiding behind the shelves.
Actually presenting a reasonable option. I bet there's going to be a but as to why it can't be this.
And the cart and ball might have been moved from somewhere just outside the frame. But when one creepy moment keeps leading into another, face, cart, ball, it starts to feel much harder to dismiss as a
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It makes it actually more credible that it was faked. But sure, whatever you say.
Simple prank or coincidence.
No llorar, ya no sé ni qué hacer. Tú cómo vamos, sácate la verga.
Well, that was scary comp. I can't say that I'm particularly impressed, but that was a thing. So let me know what you thought down below. Yeah, I'm not impressed. Even for top 5 channels where my expectations are down here anyway, that would... nah. But yes, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. But I have been Para. This has been a video. If you like this video, consider liking the video and consider subscribing. And maybe consider watching another video. If you want more Para for whatever reason, then this is the other content that I make. And I'm not really sure that this video was relevant, but we normally run our videos through scale. So I'm just going to read it to you for the sake of it. Scale is separate show from substance. Is this performance or is it proof? It's definitely performance. Check the consequences, who benefits and who could be harmed. Well, the people uploading it for attention benefit. The people freaking themselves out into thinking that this shit is real, the ones that are harmed, and also the people that take them for the AI slop channels and the top 5 channels also benefit from it. Assess intent versus impact. Good motives don't erase real outcomes. I don't think anybody in this situation has good motives, particularly. Look for logical alternatives, psychology, editing, environment, etc. We did that throughout. And examine your own bias. Why does this feel convincing or not convincing? It doesn't feel convincing because it's a load of shit. It's very obviously a load of shit. But yes, that was scale. But with all that being said, I have rabbited at you for long enough, so I'm going to let you get back to the rest of your day now. I hope it's a good one, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Paranormal